What's happening, guys? This is Jammer2K. Welcome to my review of the new 85 rated Lukas Podolski. Make sure to like and sub if you haven't done so already. Podolski bagged 24 goals in his first 11 games for me, and I know that sounds unbelievable, but I actually scored 11 goals against the same team. I'll let the goals play in the background for now, whilst I'll take you through my first impressions about the card. He hardly needs any introduction, but Lukas Podolski earned a hero card after scoring 5 goals for Galatasaray in a recent match. Is the former Arsenal player really worth a massive price tag? Let's have a look and find out. It's the first time I've scored 11 with a single player, whilst the other guy still had the controller in his hand, and to be honest, he wasn't the best of opposition. Even so, it's a great way to see what Podolski has to offer in terms of his finishing and all-round attacking play. He has some crazy stats, including a couple of high 90s where it counts. He has 98 shot power, 87 long shots, 89 finishing, and 96 volleys. His stamina isn't the greatest at 73, but it didn't seem to affect him during the later stages of my games. He can score any type of goal, he will never miss a penalty, and his dribbling is decent. He couldn't stop finding the back of the net, whilst his passing is good enough to link up play on his own. I need to give a special shout out to his chip shots and his long range efforts, which were always dangerous. He has the following traits, which are pretty useful in game. They are: avoid using weaker foot, tries to beat defensive line, and long shot taker. He's still not the fastest compared to sweatier options out there, but he has enough in the tank as long as the pass is decent. If he gets into a 1v1 situation, it's pretty much game over, because he has a laser guided shot and it always seems to go in. This one was probably the pick of the bunch for me, because it shows he's dangerous from anywhere, with a cheeky chip that others wouldn't get on target in the first place. It wasn't the only time he earned a 10 out of 10 for me, earning decent match ratings again and again, as he just kept banging in goals. If you remember that I only played 11 games along the way, it goes to show that he's a serious contender for nearly any first team. I played a variety of people with a big range in terms of skill, but he still scored in the games that I lost. He was just unstoppable at times, and I was just glad that he was on my team. Above all, he's a top class striker who's only going to get rarer because of the limited availability. I subbed him on to fit him in, but Germany is a decent nation for chemistry, and it's worth finding a way to fit him into your team. I used to run a Super League team, and I never really had time for Podolski, but the positional change and upgrades make him one of the best forwards in the game so far. He has the best finishing of any of the cards I've reviewed, including the second inform Harry Kane and the inform Giroud, and they're both walking tanks that are meant for shooting. I was going to call it a day and start editing the video after 10 games, but he's just too fun to play with, and I'm glad I stuck it out. I'm sure you can see why I was impressed. So if you have the money, I'd get him as soon as possible. He's not a 4-star skiller, but he's a proven goal scorer, and if you couldn't guess, the overall rating is full marks, which is 10 out of 10. And make sure to like and sub to the channel if you enjoyed the vid. Are you willing to shell out for one of the rarest strikers in the game? Let me know your thoughts on Podolski in the comments below.